Hi, welcome to the second video in the Mike Florio is a Hypocrite series, a series born out of the fact that I sent Mike Florio an email and he basically told me to fuck off when all I did was offer an honest critique despite saying that I am otherwise a fan of his work. Well, I should clarify that because in recent weeks, perhaps recent months, I'm finding myself not to be the biggest fan of his. If you look at your screen right here, you'll see the latest headlines on ProFootballTalk.com, and today's the day of the big trade deadline. You might notice the lack of articles about moves made at the trade deadline between teams, and you might also notice that there are two. Let's see, the count from Sesame Street here. Okay, I see two articles about the Washington Redskins name. And Mike Florio, the king of ProFootballTalk.com, head blogger, whatever the hell he calls himself, webmaster. More like webmaster baiter, because it's whatever. He keeps making all these freaking articles about the name of the Washington Redskins, and he's constantly giving off the vibe that he's some sort of moral king and that he's on the lookout for a group of people. I'm not going to bother. I don't want to read any of these articles anymore, but I want my pro football news, so I keep going to this website. Though Mike Florio told me that I can go fuck off, to paraphrase, if I don't want to deal with some of the things he says. But listen. Let me go back to what I said in my first video. Mike Florio told me that I don't have to watch his videos if I don't like the things he says in them. For the record, the first video I made was about this San Francisco act, in which there's this voiceover that goes, San Francisco, from San Francisco. And Mike has, he giggles and he makes this cute smile sometimes or some shit. And the guy will say things like, even though the 49ers, when they're doing great, I hate Frank Gore. And Mike Florio will act like this guy's an amazing caller. Anyway, I wrote Mike Florio an email essentially saying, that's kind of brain dead, dude. I like your site otherwise, but come on, I hate to see your stuff bogged down by this one thing. And he just told me I don't have to watch. Well, Mike, let's bring this into this video here. Don't people offended by the Redskins name not have to watch football? Don't they have to not look at or respect the people who wear Redskins jerseys? Don't they have to not look at the NFC East standings? Wow, that's a crazy-ass snowball effect. By Mike Florio's logic, people who are offended by the Redskins name should just stay away from football, right? They don't have to watch football because they're offended by a part of the NFL's product, right? Right. So, I mean, if I shouldn't go to his website because I pointed out that one part of it's kind of stupid, if I shouldn't go to his website because of that, then by his own logic, and this man's supposed to be a lawyer, so I don't know why he can't figure this out on his own. By Mike Florio's own logic, he should be telling these people who hate the Redskins name to not watch football. He should abide by the same logic. So what am I getting at besides just talking about how much of a hypocrite Mike Florio is? I'm pointing out that this man really wants you to think of him as a civil rights activist. He wants you to think of himself as a leader. Because he writes, I don't know, it feels like 4 or 5 articles a week at this point, maybe more, about not liking the Washington Redskins name and how it theoretically offends people, even though the term Redskin was coined, if I recall correctly, by a Native American leader. And that it's been... I've never heard in my entire life somebody use the term Redskin as a derogatory term. And if you look at their logo, there's nothing derogatory about it. There's nothing mean-spirited about it. I have no idea what he's talking about. And now he's getting other people, reporters on the bandwagon, then he lists them off in articles about how they've followed his pursuit or some shit. I don't know. Or either that or he just wants to say that he's now on this team of moral ethicist journals. Damn it, man. With all the problems going on in politics and government right now, this man chooses to focus on a team name that up until a few years ago didn't offend more than a few people comparatively, percentage-wise. And now the only reason why this is in the news now is because Mike Florio wants ratings for his website. He wants fucking ratings for his website. It's immature. It's wrong. It's a matter of denying real news about a real sport. He should be reporting more stuff about the trade deadline. And all I see, okay, not all I see, but I keep seeing these articles about a fucking team name. Mike, I said in my last video, I'm going to keep making these videos until you turn around, okay, and start to get your act together. You're acting like a man-child. If you are a man, you will apologize for the email you sent me, and you will apologize for trying to come off then as this holier-than-thou king who's only reporting really one side about the Redskins name controversy, which you generated, and acting like Daniel Snyder's an asshole for wanting to keep this proud team name that he's had for years that did not offend that many people until you chose to start a controversy. Go ahead, apologize. I'd love to see it for the first time in your life, Mike Florio. Apologize. Thank you. Peace.